So Dana, go ahead and share with us, what has happened.
Well, I started coming to the events that Destiny Global puts on back in 2015, and it has given me amazing skill sets, first off, to pay off some debt, and then I actually stepped out in major faith with some awesome skills and actually left corporate America and started my own business. And in just a very short time, I would say roughly about a year in business, and then in a 3-month span, I not only doubled my business, I almost tripled it. And some of the skills that I've actually brought out of these training events have actually been able to help land clients by being able to communicate with them, how to honor them, how to understand them, and then also learning how to direct them to an actual decision and basically committing to work with me.
That is amazing. So hold up, wait a minute.
Yeah.
What you didn't mention and what you mentioned to me was the timing of all this. So let's rewind for a second because we all know what's been going on for the past 18 months. So Dana, what was the timing of you leaving corporate America and starting that business?
So I left corporate America in September of 2019, and I decided to start my business kind of October, November. And then this massive global pandemic hit, and I was like, OMG, what do I do now? And I did have a small moment and had a little meltdown, but I had some great encouraging people surrounding me. And then, I had a moment of meltdown, and then I was like, they kind of encouraged me back up, and I just plowed wheels to the ground, and I just kept things going. And it was really challenging at first because I did lose a couple clients, people. I have what most people would call a luxury business or a skill that I provide, and some people cut that, and I understand that. But I had skill sets in my back pocket and in my tool belt that I was able to go meet new clients, go find other little side hustles, little side gigs, and plowed through a pandemic, and I'm still standing on 2 feet. And not only am I standing on 2 feet, I'm actually ready for, I'm going to call it the next wave. I'm ready for that next thing that's going to drop, whatever that is, when the other shoe drops, I'm ready for it because I have amazing skills that I've been trained with.
Yes, Dana. So I love the fact that you offer a luxury service. So Dana has a cleaning service where she comes in and she cleans homes and businesses and gives you the most sparkliest toilets you've ever seen.
Yes.
And has so much fun providing that service. But through a pandemic, which nobody, obviously when you left corporate America, you had no idea that was coming down the pipeline. And not only when people were panicking and we had the highest unemployment numbers and businesses were folding left and right, because of the skills you gained at First Steps to Success, creating a dynasty, you were able to double, almost triple your income.
And
competitors were going out of business.
And I was paying off debt in the process.
Okay, wait a minute. How much debt did you pay off during a freaking pandemic?
I don't know the whole total, but I can tell you I paid off a car.
A car.
Yeah.
Girlfriend, that is crazy. Now, you were just at our last event in Orlando, Florida.
I was.
And you had some results coming out of there.
I did. Oh my gosh, I was so jazzed when I left that event. Obviously, it was great to see all of my friends and some people I've, met along the way, made new friends, brought 2 people home with me, which was super fun. And they came to the beach for a couple days and just hung out in South Florida. It was so awesome. And then my favorite part was some of the skills that I literally brought home from that event from some of the trainers was I was able to upsell a client he asked me for a service that I do provide, but normally, sometimes my nature would be just oh, I can go ahead and take care of that. But no, I was nope, this is my value. This is my price. I can do this or this. I guided him to a decision to say, do you want 1 or 2? Do you want A or B? And so that was so amazing. And then on top of that, I had an old client who had to drop me during the pandemic because one of the spouses lost their job. Understandable, budget was cut, and they contacted me and said, hey, do you do dog, sitting services? And I'm like, well, yes, I do. And not only did I like basically land this little gig because I built a relationship with them back when they were my clients for a couple of months, but I was able to actually upsell them as well, that while I'm sitting for their dog, I'm going to actually clean their house and make a
Nice.
So super exciting. Like, these skills have literally changed my life, and I truly mean that.
Isn't it amazing? Like, I always tease with my husband, and I'm like, when you put these skills in your toolbox and you learn how to close, you learn how to get more clients, you learn how to move a client from a maybe to a yes, that you could be dropped out of an airplane in any part of the world and make money.
And during a pandemic.
A to the men, sister, A to the men. Dana, it has been, and I love how you said it's not just business. Like, you've created some amazing relationships. And what I love about the community is, birds of a feather flock together. And we are the sum total of the 5 closest people to us. And, it's just like if you were to go hang out in a room full of motivated people going nowhere, that rubs off on you. And it's the same way when you start hanging out with people that are focused and determined and driven and want to have an impact. That also rubs off on you. And so, Dana, it's been so great to see you grow. It's been great to see your teachability, your faithfulness, and I cannot wait to see as you continue to gain skills. And I know I'm going to say, because I always see you at events. You're always there. You're taking notes. You're looking for that next nugget that's going to move you to the next level. And so, so proud of you. You are doing amazing, and I can't wait to see what else you are going to do as you continue to grow your skill.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm so excited.
I can tell your voice is like, yes, take that, pandemic.
I know, like, and it's funny because I don't think of it sometimes as like all the things that I've done in a pandemic. I'm just like, oh, I've done this, and oh, well, that kind of sucked. And then, oh, I did these little things over here. And then I'm like, I don't always see the bigger picture. So sometimes I need those people to be like, but you did it in the middle of a pandemic. Like,
right. Well, because when you have these skill sets, you forget that the rest of the world is suffering.
Yeah.
Because those outside issues of pandemic, unemployment, again, everybody doesn't suffer the same. So you almost forget sometimes how bad the rest of the world is hurting because you've gained the skill to thrive in any situation. And so amazing.